Hey guys, welcome back to another video with the one and only Jess. And in today's video, as you can see by the title, we will be doing a cute little sit down chit chat slash mukbang type of vibe. So if you are interested, please keep on watching. And today I will be talking about my transition from moving from New York to Georgia, the chaos, the monstrosity, the I don't even know if I say, but make sure you guys stay tuned. Before we start the video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 80 cute little followers, so if you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more content. And if you are a returning subscriber, hello, welcome back, and turn on your post notifications, hit that bell so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so let me show you guys my setup real quickly. You guys not get able to see it, but this is my whole setup: my McDonald's, my nuggets, my fries, my frappe, my water, and my notes. And I'm sitting on the floor, and this is honestly just gonna be like a chill sit down talk video. I'm literally on the floor with my two lights, so you might see the lights reflecting in my glasses, and I'm on my pillow, and we're just gonna just chill and vibe and talk. I literally just came from work, and at this point my food is cold. Like, I was like, I need to film today, Friday, edit the video and schedule it to post tomorrow, Saturday, for you guys. So I am tired, but I need to get work done, and my food I get cold. So we're just going to take a bite of my food, open my my little sauce. And if you guys have something to eat, please eat while you're watching. Grab a snack, wine, drinks, anything, and let us eat, let us have fun, like, like, my food is getting so cold. I need to eat a little bit, and then we're really gonna get into like the topic. I know everybody doesn't like McDonald's, but it is my bread and butter. But if you know me, I have an obsession. But today I want us all to be comfortable. This is a FaceTime. I know it's hard to like eat and talk sometimes, but we're gonna just vibe. It's not gonna really be a structured video, but I still have like my notes so I can remember what I need to say and stuff. But in the meantime, between time, how has you guys' day been? How's life? Is it lifing? Is it lifing in a good way, or is it lifing in a bad way? Leave the comments in the section down below and let me know what is going on, because for me, life is going in. However, comma dash dash, it has its ups and downs when it's ready. But enough of the eating. Let me just hurry up. I'm becoming hungry. Excuse me. Let me be a little bit more demure, a little bit more mindful. Alright, so let's pause the eating a little bit, and then we're gonna get into the topic. So, as I said, moving from New York to Georgia. Was it an absolute disaster? No. But do I like it or love it? No. But let me kind of go into my points, right? So basically, to give you all a backstory, right? I migrated from Jamaica to the US in 2015, and me and my mom, we migrated, and then we lived in New York with my stepdad. So I've been living in New York since 2015 up until last year. And between that time, I finished high school over there, I went to college, and I started working, and I worked at my company for 2 years before we moved last year, right? So everything has been going peaches and cream. I am a city girl. I love the city. I love the accessibility. And we're going to get into the perks of New York shortly. But that's what I love about the city. And I love that I can just get around easily. And everything is a hustle and bustle. And it might be chaotic. It's not for everybody. But I just like it, right? And every time we used to travel back and forth since I was younger, it was always New York. And then to migrate and live in New York. So I'm just used to the New York lifestyle. I'm a city babe, a city girl, period. So normally when it came to like this discussion of moving and living somewhere else, my parents always spoke about like Georgia. And if you know, Georgia is like the south, not city. Even though Atlanta is the capital of Georgia, Atlanta is really the city aspect. But Georgia as a whole is a southern state by location and by culture and lifestyle. Me, what did I just say? What did I just say a while ago? I'm a city girl. I am not in the whole southern lifestyle, the quietness, the slow life. I like the city and the hustle and bustle. I like the fastness, right? And the difference, and that's basically the difference. New York or cities like New York, very busy. The difference is like the accessibility. You have buses, you have trains, just easily can get you anywhere. You don't have to wait on somebody to take you places. You just hop on a train, hop on a bus, and go about your business, and you reach anywhere. And there's a lot of stuff to do in New York that I still didn't even get to do my entire years living there. But there's a lot of stuff to do, and a lot of stuff places are closed because New York catch up, it itch up, so you easily can just get to wherever you need to be. Georgia, or states like Georgia, that's very big and spacious and quiet. They're empty, they're just like this slow life. It just give retired people vibes. Like if you want to retire and find somewhere quiet and calm and no noise, live in Georgia. And then another thing is the transportation. Buses are out here, but in certain areas of Georgia. There is no buses where me live. Nothing. Everybody drive. Everybody has a vehicle. Everybody. And I don't own a vehicle. I don't even own a license. All I have is a permit. So I'm just like, I don't care to drive. If you know me, and if you're new, I don't care to drive. I don't want to own a car. I don't want to pay car insurance. I don't want to pay a car note. I don't care. I don't care to operate a vehicle, right? So I'm like, this lifestyle would not be for me. I am more a city person. But my parents had it in their mind every time they want to move, they want to go to Georgia, blah, blah, blah. One, Georgia is cheap in terms of the living expenses for the most part. But then their pay rate is also cheap, and that is another thing. New York pays more and Georgia pays less. So imagine working a good amount of money in New York and then you come to Georgia and you earn less. Hello? Who does that? That is like 10 steps backward. We need to be making money, not losing money. Bitch, oh, for real. So that was always a discussion, and eventually last year it got finalized that we were moving. So you know, they did the house hunting, blah blah, bought a house, all of these things. And I don't know, I still was hesitant because for one, I really wanted to stay in New York, and for the simple fact that I love New York. And I was like, I can just keep my job. I know New York is very expensive. If you know, you know. And I'm like, I can just still find some reasonable, cheap studio apartment for $1 million and live there by my little self and keep my job, because I was, you know, like earning a good amount of money and doing good for myself, had my savings going, ching, ching, everything. And then the more the time was progressing of closing in on the house, I was like, should I even stay in New York anymore? Because you know, it's expensive. Would my paycheck even live up to the living expenses of rent, light, all of these expenses? When New York, not the expenses everybody have, but New York, it's just very high. Everybody know New York is expensive. So I'm like, the more I think about it, I say maybe I might not really can survive out here, you know. So I'm just like, you know what, I just have to move. And we did move last year, July. And let's just say the move was not moving. Let's just say I never think to give what it's supposed to give, honestly, because we moved. I still had doubts. Even after we moved, I still had doubts. I made I tell my mother, because as I said from the jump, I was telling her like I am not moving. I don't know anybody down there. I don't have no friends. I have to go find a next job. I'm like, no, what is the point? But as I said, the more time was going by, I was like, does it even really make sense to stay in New York by myself? And probably after a while, probably cannot like survive enough to pay my bills and my own expensive bills, and that's why I end up moving with them. And guaranteed, the house is nice. I have a big room. I have the biggest room in the house at that. Like my room is bigger than the master bedroom. Period. So I said, all right, angle triangle. The girl get a bigger room than the tiny little bathroom size bedroom I did have. And I was like, okay, cool. Now it's a new adjustment. I know we have to find jobs and all these things. We'll move down here. The area is nice. The place is quiet. Blah, 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 blah. But this is where the chaoticness begins. Like, the madness, the depression, the everything. So that even though I still had doubts, the doubts really came to fruition, because I remember telling my mom when she told me that they wanted to move. It was like last year, February like 2023, and I was like, I said, I'm not going because I have nobody, nothing, and I'm going to be in that house depressed simply because I don't have any friends, one, and number two, I don't drive, so I cannot leave the house on my own to go anywhere and do anything. Whereas in New York, I could have up on the bus and the train and leave the house by myself and go about my business without depending on anyone to take me anywhere. So said, so done. We moved down here, and the first like thing was to like find a job. And people, that was the most depressing thing. I applied till my toe turned blue. And it's like, yeah, send out applications, send out resumes, because remember now you buy a house, you have a mortgage to pay instead of rent. So the initial priority is to actually come out here and start look for a job and blah blah. Could I find nothing? Jesus could have come and gone and come again. I didn't find nothing. And I'm just like, people are like, oh, we're hiring. You're applying Indeed, you're applying their actual websites, everything, and then it's like nobody is reaching back out to get like your applications and all of these things. I'm just like, oh Lord, it's just stressful. And I apply on Indeed. I applied to be a flight attendant with Delta. I apply with State Farm. I apply with some people from wherever. I apply online. Nothing. And that was just fueling my depression. I was like, this is where I regret moving, right? Because Georgia is not a place for me. Like, if I was to move to Georgia, it would have been maybe in my early 30s when I probably want to start a family or something. And now me and my husband want to buy a house, whatever. I would be in the city all day, every day, all my life. You get me? So I was starting to regret moving. I'm like, why am I even come down here? It was just, and the thing is, anybody's gonna feel that way in a situation like this where you were already comfortable in a town, a city, a country, and you just get uprooted and move somewhere else, and now you have to adjust to the new lifestyle. And sometimes we might judge too quickly because things can eventually work out, but in the heat of the moment when you just move, nothing now work out. No job. You need the job because now you have mortgage to pay, the bills them have to pay, and you're living in a nice pretty house. You probably have a big mortgage, and then now out here pay so cheap. So sometimes I feel wonder how people out here is living with them paycheck. Like, I don't understand how them paycheck are paid for where them live out here, because out here pay so cheap, like a $14, $10, when in New York you earn $18 and over, $20 depending on what you're doing. What is the point? So that was one thing. I was applying to jobs, no jobs, like literally nothing at all. I wasn't getting nothing, no responses, nothing. And next thing is that sent me into depression, along with like not having any friends. So if I don't have no job and I cannot go anywhere, I couldn't even leave the house on my own. Where am I walking to? Would I never reach because everywhere far. Like where we live have, like when you go down the road, you have all the malls and the, you know, the stores and a lot of food stores. You can walk down there, but you will never reach. But if you drive, you reach in 5 minutes. But there's just nowhere to go at a short distance. Everything you have to get into a vehicle and go to. And I'm like, man, I have no friend. If someone just in the house, all I do is eat and sleep and bathe and eat and sleep and bathe and cry. May I say hello? I really depression. I was going into depression to the point where I had to go to Jamaica in December last year and just like go visit my dad and my brothers and sisters and the rest of my family and my friend them. I just needed a break. I took a whole month and I went on a month vacation because I'm just like, bro, me I go sit down in here and dead off mentally, physically, everything, and I cannot let that happen. Like that, like those past months last year into this early this year was one of the worst periods of my life ever. Like I really was so down at the first me ever see myself like that. And I'm like, if this is what moving does to you, I don't want to move again. Like I don't want to move. It was just crazy. And then on top of that, it's like I had so much savings saved up from New York for the 2 years I was working at that company. Money up, you know? Savings up, you know? But not money, but I have money. Like, and honestly, to be at my age group at the time, between 21 and 22 years of age, and I had, like, me never gonna tell you, no, but I had a couple thousand, wow, in a bank account, you know? And it's like nobody in my age group on a common day or even in my friend groups have that type of money saved up. And you know where the money gone down to little beanie. Because why? Every month I had to contribute to help to pay the mortgage. And that was even adding more to my depression. Because my little money with me save up now, I have to be buying groceries because I need to eat. I have to be helping to pay mortgage and bills. I'm just like, wanna move. Why wanna move? Because you know one of the reasons why my parents wanted to move, my mom and my stepdad, New York is cold, New York is loud, blah blah blah. So my mom is not working currently, or hasn't been for a while, and my stepdad is retired, right? TMI, do I care? No. So you're retired, you're getting older, you want to own a house now. You want quietness, you want calm, you want to come out of the city, you want to come out of the cold. Georgia is more warmish weather. That's why they move. And I'm just like, oh no, could I stay a little longer? Because this is just not it. This is not it. It's literally not giving what it was supposed to give. And like the same thing that I saw in my head, it's like I saw the future. Like the same thing that I knew was going to happen happened. My depression, me not having no friends, me not have no job. Me I said, what am I doing down here in the first place? And then I moved, and it's the same thing that was occurring. And people would be, people have a thing where they're like, pray it's going to work out, just believe, blah blah. And I'm like, that is all peaches and cream and nice, but in your moment of desperation, depression, sadness, a lot of the times we do not want to hear that from persons. We're sad, we're pissed off, we're upset, we're miserable, we're wondering why we move, why do we do this, why do we do that, and you start to feel like regret, and you start to overthink and get even more sad. We don't want to hear about prayer, even though that's the good thing to do, or the number one thing to do. You know what, a lot of the times we don't want to hear that. It's just like we have to move a prayer about, like, me there sad, depressed, ready for just run away, miserable. Why me move? What was the purpose? Me come down here and I'm more miserable than me living in New York. I should have just stay and only move down here so by myself. You get me? It was just so much, guys. It was literally so much, and only a few of my friends knew. And I mean, sometimes friends cannot do anything, but sometimes it's good to like vent and just talk to your friend and make them know, because it really was bothering me. I was just, and it, me don't know, it is just sad. It is just sad. And no money. My savings and me save up for how long? So this isn't half fight, more than half of it is gone. What I saved in 2 years disappeared in 1 year because I was helping to pay the mortgage every single month. Up until now, recently, I think earlier this year, I met a friend. And my turn friend, the one and only friend I meet at church, people. And him turned my friend. And my spirits literally got lifted in the beginning part of this year. And I was still applying for jobs and all them something in the same breath. And I met him, and we started going out. Him always carry me go to the movies. We go to the mall. Him come at the house, we chill. Literally all we do is we have a thing for just watch movies and eat. If we not watch movie, we are eat, and if we not eat, we are watch movie. And that kind of kept me going into the beginning, because I went to Jamaica in December and I came back in January. And in January, me and him really turned friends. So from January to now, we've been like that, like we got so close. And he was the one that kind of uplifted my spirits in terms of friendship. Like, actually now have somebody who I know, somebody around my age group. And now I start to go out and things, because now he drives. So I'm like, alright, I come out of the house a little bit. Even though I didn't still find a job yet, I was still, kind of happy, because now I have somebody I can talk to, vent, go out, hang out with, eat, yam, everything we'll love to do together. And then, what, all that depression and stuff was still going on from last year into this year. I finally got a job. We're in August now. I got a job in June, and can you believe the job is literally like 5 minutes down the road from me? Literally. And I started that in June, and within a month, I went from part-time to full-time. I'm a receptionist, and I went from part-time receptionist to now training to be a full-time tech. Within like a month or two, the girl got a little promotion. So life isn't that bad after all. It's worth living. Like, we're not ready for this runway. We're good now. And I mean, life isn't the greatest at the moment, but it is better than last year. Because, like, imagine not working for a year. Imagine looking for a job for so long and you don't have no money, but bills have to pay. And you're just sending out resumes after resumes after resumes, and nobody is responding. Just imagine not working for a year, from last year July to this year June. And I got the job in June, and I started June 4th. I'm just like, isn't God great? Isn't God great, people? Anyways, hold on, then I'm eat like my nuggets. Come my food I get cold, man. But that's really my story time, or like my whole little chit chat. And honestly, life is going to always like throw lemons at you, but you have to make lemonade out of lemon. But me, I couldn't make lemonade, I couldn't make lemon juice, I couldn't make lemon water, I couldn't make nothing. But it just depressed. Depression. I was like, I've never seen myself like that before. Never. Every other day I would cry, because I was like, what? Like, even in January I was trying to move back to New York to get back my job and just to move back overall, because this was really getting to me. I'm just like, and it didn't work out for me to move back. I'm just like, oh God, I'm stuck in Georgia. And since I've been here, last year in November I got my permit. I just need to practice now to get my license. That means I'm gonna buy a vehicle, because I don't have any money to buy a car at this moment. I really don't care. I want to move out of Georgia. I'm not staying here. I don't like it. It's too country. It's too boring. Things are here to do, but you just have to drive to get to those places. Atlanta is nice. I've been to Atlanta 1 and 2 times. As I say, I'm not drive. My mother's car is a little older. The car where she drive is a little older, so she not go drive that go all the way in Atlanta, which is like half an hour to 35 minutes away. So we don't really go to Atlanta in the city to do much. So it's like, I can't even tell you how Atlanta feel or any experience or anything. The most I do and go out is like close to home with my friend, with the guy. And with my mother, I'm gonna go to supermarket, I'm gonna go to church, and that's it. Like, I don't know, I don't get it. I don't know. If you live in Georgia, that's great. Me don't want to live here. from me move here. It's time for me to go. I need to pack it up. I gotta go. Like, more I move out. My room is nice. I love my room. I don't know, moving out is very expensive to live on your own, but I don't want to be in here with my parents anymore. I don't want in here. Mom, come out. Mom want a space. I don't remember. Mom want a space. But yeah, that's really it. That is really my little chit chat talk. Just like the transition. Sorry if this was probably like all over the place. Come here, eat and talk, and well, I just wanted to do something while talking and not just talk. But that's just really my transition from moving to Georgia from New York. It was hard. It really took a toll on me mentally, as you guys are hearing as I'm telling the story. But you know, I thank God that I am working now, and it's a good job. It's not the most highest paying job like what we used to get in a New York, but at least it is something better than nothing. And you know, sometimes God just put you in a position for put you into a higher position. So maybe sometimes you have to drag you down a little, make you depressed. I don't know why I'm want to do that. But sometimes you have to be in that place of desperation for like call out to him or just cry and let out your feelings, and then him bring you back up. I don't know why life is like that, but life is like that. And right now I can honestly say I'm doing fairly well mentally. I would say like a little 7 or 8 out of 10. But yeah, that's just really my story. Let me know if you guys ever moved from a city, a town, or from a country to a country, and what was your experience like. Did you hate it? Did you end up adjusting? Did you move back to your old place, old country? Because me ready to move back to New York. I don't want to go nowhere else but New York. I want my train, I want my bus. And the funny thing, real quickly before I go, last year in November I visited New York. I visited my aunt in Maryland, and we ended up going to New York. And when I tell you, I went and I took the train to go and visit my old workplace, and I felt so at home. I was so giddy because my dev up on my train, the noise and hustle and bustle. I was so excited. Like, New York dirty, dusty, crusty, and musty. But guess what? I love New York. Just like the t-shirt them at the gift shop always. I say I love New York. I felt so at home. The train passed over my head. It's a pure nice. I got to see about my friends. I'm just like, this is where I'm supposed to be. Like, I wish I was still in New York, because I know I would have some more banging vlogs, because there would be so much more places for me to go, and that easy because I can easily hop on the bus and the train. I don't want to live nowhere else but New York. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But anyway, that's the end of my little chit chat transition story from New York to Georgia. We're at like 27 minutes. Oh my goodness. I'm never on the video this long enough, people. But I talk too much and I love to give details. But I hope you guys enjoyed my little mukbang. I'm just gonna finish this food after, because I can't eat and talk. I feel like I got chewing out the ears. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as I said earlier, not too long ago, let me know if you guys ever moved from somewhere. How did you guys transition? Did you hate it? Did you like it? Did you eventually adjust to the new lifestyle? And you know, yeah, and let me know what other videos you guys would like to see. Also, I posted a blog on, or I will be posting a blog next week when I went to a art gallery. So tune into that, and the rest of the videos on my channel. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you love my chatty video them, let me know what else you guys want me to talk about. Give me some ideas, because I want to do more. I want more creative ideas, so let me know. Leave your suggestions in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join the family. Let's continue to grow, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.